Welcome to My Side of the Bag. I'm your host, Drew Hinesley, joined as always by Scotty Worldwide. Now we're going to revisit an episode we've already published, but those of you that may not have caught it, we're going to give you our Masters picks. If you can watch this before the first tee shot on Thursday, maybe we can help you make some money. Scotty, you ready to go?
I just like saying hello, friends, this time of year.
That's a good line from Mr. Nance. It'll be his 39th, no, his 40th Masters. I know it's Vern Lundquist's 40th Masters and Vern's final show, period, in broadcasting.
That is
and
correct.
Then Jim Nance, of course, is going strong and maybe will be doing this for 10, 15, 20 more years. Lord willing, if he's still around with us, he'll still be at Augusta. All right, our picks for the Masters. The Masters app has a great fantasy tool that you can use. So go to that and download the app, maybe the best app in sports, I would say, where you can actually see every single shot from every single competitor on every single hole for every single round. It's the only time it's done all year, which is a shame, but we understand there's things that are done at Augusta that aren't able to be reproduced elsewhere, and the app seems to be one of them. So you can go to the Masters app, go to the fantasy option, and pick your teams. They only give you 4 picks. They give you a past champ, an American, a European, and then they give you a wild card option. We're going to do it a little differently. I know DraftKings, some of the other sports books give you options, and we're going to start with past champions. Scotty, who's your past champion that you think people can make money on this week?
I went DJ Dustin Johnson.
Dustin Johnson is Scotty Worldwide's pick. I'm going to go with the number 1 player in the world. I'm not going to stretch too far. Scotty Scheffler. I don't think he's going to withdraw. I don't think his wife's having a baby. And even if she has it Monday morning, I think he can still wrap this thing up and get home in time in the PJ to Dallas. All right, so that's DJ for Scotty. I've got Scotty Scheffler. Now a major champion who is yet to win a green jacket. Scotty, who do you have in this category?
I went from the man that almost won it last year, who was in that final group with Johnny Rahm. I think this is the year that Brooks Koepka gets it done and gets himself a green jacket.
Wow, DJ and Brooks, your first 2 picks. Are we just going to stick with the entire live roster for your team? Are you going to let out that secret ahead of time, or do we have to wait to get it revealed?
I'm just going all Claude Harmon students right now.
Claude Harmon students. That's very smart as well. All right, I'm going to go with 1979, the last time a first-time participant won the Masters that year. It was Fuzzy Zeller. I think this could be the best opportunity for a first-timer to win the Masters. Since then, I'm going to go with the defending U.S. Open champion, Wyndham Clark, as my major winner without a Masters victory this week. I really like the way he's playing. I love the way he's approaching the game now with his new psychiatrist that we've all probably seen in detail on Netflix, Full Swing. I really like the place he's at in his head and on the golf course. Wyndham Clark is my pick. Now we're going to go to top players without a major, and that category is fairly small. Scotty, who are you going with?
I went with the guy that actually played a practice round with Tiger earlier this week, the guy that's played very good around there. Great iron player, great ball striker, long enough. Going Willie Zalatoris, another man from Dallas.
Wow, you're going to go with Will Zalatoris. Yes, he did play with Tiger. He also got outdriven by Tiger. So I'm not sure that'd be my pick, a guy that's getting dusted by the old man in a practice round. But all right, hope it works out for you and those who listen to you.
But yet you're picking Tiger?
Well, we're not getting to that part of the show just yet. Don't be pulling the curtain back on my picks just yet, Scotty.
Just saying.
All right, so my top player without a major is my man Xander Schauffele. Again, I think he and his caddy Austin Kaiser, best team in pro golf, and I think it's time they got a Masters victory. Yes, you heard me right.
Golf?
Best team in pro golf. I'm putting them just a nose in front of Scotty and Ted Scott. That's just how I feel. You know, they do have a gold medal around their necks to prove they're a pretty good team.
Yeah, and how many majors do they have?
They're about to get one this week. Here we go. All right. Now, amateurs are a huge tradition at the Masters, and they always, a lot of these apps have an opportunity for you to pick an amateur. So, Scotty, I have a feeling we're not going to have to go far from your home in Southern California to find your amateur pick.
Well, just look at the ANWA. Look at all the Trojans that played well.
They
Amari,
did. There were
Bailey
a lot of
Shoemaker.
fight. I did notice there was a lot of fight on yardage book covers coming out of pockets at the Augusta National Women's Amateur. What is it with Trojans and Augusta National?
Jasmine Koo. Well, I think Justin Silverstein's doing something right, but I think it's part of the vibe there. Stuart Hagestad, I think, gets it done. He's played in so many majors before. This is like a profession / hobby for him. I think he gets low am.
I really do think Stewart's become this generation's version of Mike McCoy. Mike McCoy, lifelong amateur, captain for the Walker Cup team. I think he's a member at Seminole, Pine Valley, and Sand Hills, and just alternates those 3 courses every weekend.
Pretty good.
Goes home to Iowa to print more money, I guess.
Pretty good, huh? Who's your
Pretty good life. And Stewart's printing a little bit of money on Wall Street himself. So good for those guys playing high-level golf, never having to turn pro. All right, my amateur is Santiago de la Fuente out of Mexico. We got a defending champ who speaks the same language. Augusta's always been good to folks who speak Spanish, so I think that's my amateur for this week. All right, dark horses, and that is a very difficult category to get settled on, and we do have veto power over each other. So who was your dark horse pick?
I went with a little bit of a heartfelt vote here, but I went Camilo Villegas as my dark horse.
I think he's great. Recent winner on tour in the fall series. Played his way out of some serious grief. He and his wife losing their daughter a couple of years ago, Mia. So, yeah, great story with Camilo, and I really hope he plays well. I like him. He and his brother Manuel have always been kind to me, and that wouldn't hurt my feelings at all. My dark horse, thank you for allowing one of the best players in the world to be my dark horse, Minwoo Lee. The chef will be cooking this weekend. Just look for it at Augusta. All right, finally, we went across the board. Wild card pick, somebody that you just wanted to pick in one of those other categories, but you had to take the other guy. So who's your wild card?
The guy that's always showed up and played well at Augusta. The guy that you just root for, and breaks my heart to get the dub out here in LA. But I think career capsule moment this week for Ricky Fowler.
Okay, that's a good pick, Mr. Fowler. Yeah, he and Jordan both kind of wasn't it Patrick Reed? They had a chance to make a run at P. Reed that year, and they both kind of fell apart middle of those rounds. So yeah, you'd love to see Ricky has had a runner up in the past at Augusta, so very familiar with the place. My wild card pick is the GOAT, going for his 6th green jacket. I think it's possible. Tiger Woods. You think it's ridiculous. I can't wait till you're how are we sending this money? Zelle? Is that how we're sending it on Sunday afternoon? Zelle me the money because Tiger wins. That's going to be a fun moment for me.
And I'd be happy to
get posted on all the socials associated with my side of the bag. There will be proof of this.
100%. But I just hope your guy can walk 72 holes.
Me too. I really do too. I'm right there with you. I mean,
does Lance have the club as a cane ready to pull him up some of those hills?
You know what? He might need it. It is a tough walk. And Tiger got the late wave, early wave Thursday to Friday, and I don't think Augusta's doing him any favors there. I would love to see him get the extra 2-3 hours being the opposite, early Thursday, late Friday. And if you have to have a quick turnaround Friday to Saturday, that's your own fault for not playing better.
I agree. You could have definitely more time. You could have got treatment. So,
yeah. So we'll see if that plays a role. Having that quick turnaround Thursday to Friday. Weather's supposed to be pretty bad Thursday, so maybe we get some delays, and maybe he ends up having to tee off later than we thought, or even Friday morning, and just gets to keep going into his second round on Friday. Maybe he plays 36 holes in a day, which I think would be a stretch. But maybe he wouldn't have a quick turnaround to worry about.
36 holes. I don't think he could play more than 10 holes.
Well, he's going to play 72 of them and slip on his 6-screen jacket. That's my pick. We're going to keep a track of this the entire week. So follow us on all the socials at My Side of the Bag on Instagram, Twitter. We got it all over the place. Follow our YouTube channel, click and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Scottie, your final thoughts, our final conversation before the Masters begins in 2024.
You want to make money, follow my picks. Drew, I can't wait to get all that Zelle money from you this week. If you need my information, just text me.
Thanks, Scottie, for joining me.
That's
and thank
all
you
I
guys
got.
for watching
Enjoy the
another
Masters.
episode. Thanks, guys, for watching another episode of My Side of the Bag.